This fall, we're trying something new. Each Sunday, we're going to be hearing from one of you. As we come back together again in the fullest way since the winter of 2020, we are reminding ourselves who we are as this community, why we're here. We're reminding ourselves what the heart of this place is as we share our hearts with one another. So Judd is going first. Thank you, Judd.
This was my idea, so that's why I'm going first. So not as an expert, just as a member, sharing my experience, who I am, why I'm here. My name's Judd Seals. I've been a member here for about 13 years. Currently serving with Reverend Sarah on the Committee on Shared Ministry. That's where we had some discussions about this. I'm from Ohio, raised an atheist by parents who were recovering Southern Baptists who fled their native Texas as soon as they got out of college, moved up to Ohio. We never went to church when I was a kid, but I did go to a Unitarian preschool, so I had some sense about what UU was, a little sense. In college, I did have some interest in religion, read about different religions and had some, just kind of academic interest in it. But later on in my college career, I got into recovery, substance abuse recovery. And there I met a lot of people who had some pretty impressive transformations. People that when I first met them had a real grayness, dullness in their eyes, and over a couple of years, a real light emerged, a real personality, a real life. This process seemed to be rooted in honesty, in humility, and in community. And there was a lot about it that I really liked. I even, through that period, I reluctantly gave prayer a try for the first time. I was uncomfortable with a lot of the language and the imagery, but found in doing it there was some comfort there and some effectiveness. So it kind of broadened my horizons a little bit from my upbringing. Later on, when I had a family, I was living in New Jersey. We had a pet, a dog that died, and my kids, who were young at the time, were asking me questions about that. And in trying to answer their questions, I just realized I didn't have a real good foundation. It was sort of ad-libbing it, and I didn't have a bedrock to fall back on. I hadn't really invested in those kinds of questions. And that was really the impetus. I knew about this place from friends, but that was the impetus for me to come here, was, for the kids. Not for me, for the kids. We did participate as a family for a number of years. I think my wife was the first to decide that she got her needs met in other ways and didn't want to invest here. And then the kids and I came for a long time, but their activities have started to conflict. And so for the last couple of years, it's just been me coming from my family, which I really enjoyed it as a family, but it's a different thing coming as an individual. I find I have to really invest in this place and in my relationships with you people if I'm going to get anything out of it. I have to kind of put some stuff in the bank so that at times when I need it, I can draw on that reserve. I've served on the nominating committee, the board. I taught in RE for several years, which I loved. I love the program here. I love the kids. I've done some men's groups and just recently started another one, participating in another one. I did the Zen group for a couple years. That meets on Monday night. And the reason I keep coming, like I said, the kids don't come anymore. It's just me. But I come because I don't want to be on my own. I don't want to be alone. And I mean that in a sense of, I know how to attend to my physical needs and my, intellectual needs. And, but there's another kind of need. I don't know that I can articulate it, but if it's spiritual or mental or psychological, but there's that other kind of need that's a little harder to do, and it's hard to do by yourself, and that's the thing where I feel like I need help. and if it's not something divine, then maybe it's a thing that's through the community. And, this has been a tough year, and it's been a tough couple of years. This year in particular has been tough, and I've just been feeling lately a little disconnected, like I need something and I'm not sure what. And I haven't been coming here in person, and coming this morning, it was really nice. I enjoy seeing the familiar faces. I really enjoy seeing the not yet familiar faces. So there's a lot of people that I haven't met yet, and I'm thrilled to see them here. The music is uplifting in a way that it's hard to describe. Thank you. And I missed the artwork, but I think that's coming back. So, and just seeing all of you, it feeds me, and I need it. So I keep coming back. So I think I've gone over my 2 or 3 minutes, but thank you all for listening.